I'm just going to pull up inventory briefly so we can talk some about that, and I'm just going to pull up my items. All right, and items is a great way to sort of segue into some different views of my data. You've maybe noticed that I've got some different list views. I have the ability to actually import pictures on most of these transactions, and I can make those available to me either in these tile view options that I have here, or I can just show them in a list, but I like to do that. We worked with a client where actually seeing a picture of the item was a big deal. They sold parts, and to know, oh yeah, that's that part or that's a different part was a huge deal to them. Those images could also integrate. There's an extension that will integrate to an e-commerce site, so a web page, and I can actually update items and pricings and that sort of stuff, and then integrate back to my website. So they can be used more than just a visual piece. I'm going to pull up an item just so we can talk about feature functionality of inventory. It is a robust, to say the least, inventory system. So I've got the ability, obviously, to buy and sell items. An item itself can either be an item or it can be a service. So service would allow me to do pricing and costing and all that sort of stuff, but just not track quantities on hand. We talked about warehousing. I do have the ability to do as complex a warehouse management as I would want to, or I don't even need locations. I can still process inventory without a location if I wanted to. So it can get as simple and as complex as you would want. We do have item tracking capabilities. So in terms of lot tracking and serial tracking out of the box. Nice thing about both of those components, lots and serials, is they're configurable by item. So if a certain item, I only want to track a lot or serial number at the point of shipment, I can do that. I don't need to bog down my whole process if I don't want to. If you do want it that complex, it can require it, so that anytime you'd actually move an item or do anything with an item, it's going to require me to enter a serial number. We do have full planning capabilities in terms of do I make the thing? Do I buy the thing? Do I do order planning, replenishment points, min, maxes, lot for lot, all sorts of stuff. We do have replenishment rules. So do I have lead times, primary vendors? How do I want this thing to do a replenishment, et cetera? We do have full pricing capabilities on the customer side. So I've got units price, that's pretty obvious, but I can do promotional prices, discounts by price groups, by customers, by customer classes. So anything really you'd want to do with pricing. And then the full costing side. So obviously my costing method, FIFO, LIFO, average, standard, got all those. We also have a specific cost. A specific cost would be tied to like a serial or lot number. So I guess the best example I had that was maybe an auto dealer. A specific car is going to have a serial number to it. It probably has a specific cost. So then the cost is going to flow with that specific item. Doesn't matter what else is happening with the item. Okay. Also within inventory, I've got the ability to do bill of materials. So bill of materials at a kit level, and what that would do, it was either allow me to make to order or make to stock an item. So I don't need to do the full manufacturing. I'm just going to put some items together in a kit. Those also can be multi-level. So if I want to do a multi-level bill of material for an assembly, I can do that.